And welcome back to day 9 of the Road to 2300 on chess.com. Today I'm playing the white pieces against Tim Taro Chess. And we're playing again the d6 Sicilian. I don't like it. I don't like. I'm not comfortable here. Um, might really need to change this opening because it's like I don't get comfortable in this structure. Um, Funny thing, G6 is little inaccuracy. I mean, on this level, it's not really much, but if you play this with black and if you play knight d7 and your opponent castles, the idea of castles is, as I played in the game, rook e1, c3, and d4, and white gets a pretty good position in this. Like this Alapin move order is like really good for white. So if you don't want to deal with that, which I would recommend, then you need to play against castles immediately a6. And here is the move looks stupid, but the idea of white with bishop d3 is to play rook e1, bishop f1, and then c3, like in two moves. This idea is so good that white even goes and tries playing like this. This is also what I play. Against this, I just don't have any theory anymore because all I know is like go c3, d4, and grab the center. And I got a decent position, and here is where I thought I was like really doing extremely well. And yeah, the engine wanted queen e1. I wanted to attack the pawn with the bishop first, but this gave my opponent time to play knight f6, which opens a discovered attack on my rook. And here is like I really thought about this, and I think this was really not that good. My idea with rook to e3 was that I can shift the rook to the d file, or I can shift the queen to the e file, and I have the flexibility. The engine wants to just play the rook safe because now he gets tempi on the rook, which is misplaced, and my bishop is also misplaced. I should have gotten rid of my dark square bishop, but I didn't, and he could have even trapped the bishop. Not really trapped, but after bishop g3, he can trade, and win my g3 pawn, and this seems rather uncomfortable to face. He started with b4. I could play knight c4, and then I wanted to lash out with g4. G4 has a problem, has a problem with giving him the f4 square, but actually g4 is based on a pretty hefty miscalculation. What I envisioned after knight h5 is g4, knight takes bishop on h4, knight takes on h4, knight to f4, knight takes g6, knight takes d3, knight takes f8, and knight takes f2, and king takes f2, and have like be like down a pawn. I think I'm not even down a pawn in this line, and play the position. I got rid of like these strong knights, and I think I can play this position. The problem, which I realized after, is that here, this is what I calculated. Knight g6 is just a blunder. This is what I calculate. This is what I saw after knight f4, and I was like, fuck it. Because if I don't get, if now I immediately notice this is like really, really bad for me. But if, let's say here, the engine needs to think. And what I did was this. Lol. Yeah, yeah, this is better. Um, so okay, my calculation also was not good, but you got the idea. It's like this knight is so good, it's worth sacking in exchange for it. Yeah, and now is like the time where I just get completely crushed because his pieces are so good and my pieces are so bad. The rook is like the only piece doing something, and it's also not that good. The queen is on this diagonal attacking my king. I would love to play the move G4, G2. The knight is bad. The bishop on F1 just doesn't do anything. The knight on C4 is not really doesn't have any prospects. The knight on D5 is really terrorizing my position. The bishop is open. The other bishop is open. The rook is open. While my rook is just sleeping, my queen is not really looking into anything. Yeah, and he wins a pawn. I have to put. I now had the again the opportunity to sack an exchange, which I definitely should have done. Um, yes, I'm down. I'm down an exchange plus 2 pawns, but I have some counterplay against the king, and the engine is only giving me -2 when I'm 4 points down in material, so I still have something. Um, yeah, for some reason I just didn't want to do this, and pretty much I just get crushed in here. And now, um, if I take here, my opponent takes here, and it's just up a rook. Yeah, okay, and I can take this back, but my opponent is up in exchange. My king is open. The knight is bad. The bishop is bad. I didn't feel like continuing this position. Also, I have 3 minutes against 6, which is like kind of puzzling to me. My opponent played so fast this game and just completely destroyed me and didn't really make any errors. Um, yeah, it's I think this is what started going wrong for me. Um, like the going for the retreats, for poor retreating squares. I here bishop h4 to was only to like it was only to keep contact with this pawn, but it's like such a bad move and just strands him knight f5, and he's just I just strand him so much activity. It's like what, and this miscalculation also was really bad. And yeah, I definitely should have thought about sacking an exchange here, or like at least trying to sack an exchange with maybe something like at least like think about something like this. And after here, in this position, it's not good, but generally like the concept of trying to sack an exchange for this knight is like not even occurred to me, which is just bad, really, really bad. Um, yeah, really, really bad play. But also, I have to admit, really, really strong play by my opponent. Um, like he spotted this tactic instantly with knight h3, king f1 is forced, and here taking with check and um, opening up the discovery. He spotted this instantly. He played super active with his knight. Yeah, really strong play by my opponent and really poor play by me. And yeah, this is about what happens if you play. If two 2200 players match up and one plays poor and one plays strong, yeah, it's you get crushed. Yeah, I'm kind of depressed about this game, to be honest. I think what we can learn from this game is that sometimes fine margins do matter, because didn't I didn't blunder a piece. I didn't blunder anything huge positionally. Yes, this was like going bishop h4 instead of bishop f4 is bad, but it's not like a huge blunder. But yeah, it's like this game was many inaccuracies. Knight a3. Okay, knight a3 is like really bad. Like allowing g5. But yeah, my opponent played. This is also just like small margins, and like seeing that this blunder protects this. It's just a small margin, and they actually can matter sometimes. And yeah, it's yeah, and then it's just really strong tactical vision by my opponent. About the opening, the problem is I don't feel comfortable in this opening. Even though I know I have a good position now, I don't feel comfortable in this opening. And so maybe I need to switch the opening again. I'll give it 2 more months, see how many games I get. Sicilian is unfortunately pretty popular opening, and d6 Sicilian is, I think, more popular than knight c6 or e6 Sicilians. So yeah, I'm probably giving it 2 more months, and if I still don't feel comfortable in 2 more months, then maybe I need to change the opening again. But yeah, that's today's game. I hope you enjoyed it. And well, we're going back to 2200, but that means it can only get better. So see you guys. See you guys. Bye bye.